There is something else I would love to talk about as well, and it's also about the relationship between collaboration and competition. Tennis is an individual sport, and we tend to think that everything revolves around ourselves, around tennis, which is in part true. On the other hand, we cannot improve and get better if we don't interact with our environment. That means other players. It's very, very important for the development of our own game to interact with different players. It's good to play with lesser players than ourselves, with players that are as good as ourselves, and players that are better as ourselves. I hear a lot about people talking that they want to hit with somebody because he hits a big ball. Well, if that is in part true, that you need sometimes to hit against somebody that gives you a big ball, you also need other kind of players, because if you're always hitting against a big ball, well, you won't have to command and produce too much on those days. You'll be maybe the more defensive player, or you will be using the power that your opponent is generating to create your own pace on the ball. So and that's about, if we talk about tennis, but then we have different game styles, different personalities, and as far as I'm concerned, in tennis, all kinds of games and all kinds of personalities are welcome and allowed. So you have players which are more conservative and hit balls back that will give you a certain opportunity to improve some parts of your games, and you're gonna have aggressive, very aggressive players that are going to reinforce or force you to play on a different way, maybe more defensive on that day, or retrieving balls. So that's why collaboration in tennis is a very important subject, and unfortunately I see more and more people avoiding uncomfortable situations in tennis, like playing with somebody I don't like the way he plays, or I hear she pushes or he pushes, or so we go to the comfort zone, which is the opponents we like, or to hit with the coach, which is also important. I'm not saying that it's not, but you need the mix. You need to collaborate with other players in order to become the best version of yourself. I always repeat this: not everybody is gonna get to the top. It's never been like that. It will not be like that. But in so many years in tennis, I've heard with so much pride players say, well, I used to be a partner of so-and-so that became number 1, number 10, number 20 in the world. We used to practice together when we were kids. For me, that's also success, being part of something bigger than yourself, having the opportunity to have lived and learned from somebody that took it in that certain field of activities far. All right, thanks again. See you soon.